What did you feel like changed, if anything, in the overtime period for
I
you guys?
mean, that the overtime was simply about guarding spread offense. We couldn't do it. I got to get different lineups out there that can do it. That's on me for sure. The game should have never made it to overtime. We lose that game on a free throw rebound. Huh? Yeah, go on.
If you were going to say something.
No, yeah, I mean, that rebound, I don't know, what was 3-4 minutes left to go. A couple minutes, we're in control. That gives them pretty much a 4 or 5 point possession when it gets right down to it. So, so.
That Lyle's dunk, 37 seconds left. I mean, was that just a result of?
I mean, it was all, with the threes, the drive, the attack, the closeout. It was all part of the same thing, part of the same problem in the overtime. So,
Chris, do you feel like had a real missed opportunity here, just with the way that you guys played for much of the game and the way that Sacramento was, I guess, shooting the ball?
Yeah, I think, for sure. I mean, we didn't have a very clean or good performance ourselves. I thought we gave ourselves chances to win that game. I thought some old habits bit us in the ass tonight with the turnovers, the rebounds. Of course, the free throw rebound we just talked about. We get up 10 and then we get loose with the ball, careless. We start the fourth with a crummy turnover, and just every time we were able to build momentum, I thought we shot ourselves in the foot with turnovers or bad shots. So.
Ant has had, I think, 12 turnovers in the last 2 games. Do you see him struggling a little with the double more, or like what do you see in here with his mistakes?
He's drawing a big crowd. He's probably just getting off at a beat late at times. For the most part, he's trying to make the right play. Maybe see it a little earlier. So.
What you saw in overtime is probably what you might see in like playoff series. Should that come, is literally just going to come down to personnel? You think, as far as switching it up, or what can be done differently?
No, we've done different things. We just made some mistakes. And given the fact that we weren't able to execute what we were supposed to do in those situations, might have to change the lineups that are out there so you can get caught. You can switch a lot more things. So.
Chris, despite the loss, Rudy was very effective again tonight. I think every game this month he's played 30 or more minutes. He's had pretty high point and rebound totals.
Yeah.
In general, pretty happy with the trend.
Yeah, for sure. I think so, definitely. This was a game where we were able to find him and feed him in the middle of the offense. Finished pretty well. Could have used some better free throws, but for the most part, he's been playing great defensively. We struggle sometimes when he's not out there, quite honestly. So,
Coach, in late game situations, Anthony Edwards seems to be that guy to make all those shots and pull those shots. Who else are you looking for to step up in those moments and kind of take some of the load off of his shoulders?
I think, Kyle's been great playmaking. D'Lo's hit big shots. Jaden can hit shots when it comes to him. I think everybody has. It's not just for Ant to shoot all the balls. It's for Ant to make all the right plays.
Chris, it seemed like particularly early in the game, that was about as much as we've seen Rudy in the dunker spot. What is that different sort of look when he's there and maybe not leaving that area as a screener bring?
Yeah, sometimes it's just, you got to change the way the floor looks. It can't always just be spread, pick and roll, and if that's not getting you anything, move people around. Gives a different gravity to the defense. So.
Are you seeing, it's been there before, but are you seeing even more like gravity that comes with Ant with the ball, just in how much some teams are kind of getting up into the gaps and just leaving like a one-pass shooter wide open?
Yeah, that's, we preach all the time, like when they put 2 on the ball, you've done your job. Now we can play 4-on-3 everywhere else. And so that all this stuff is designed for everybody to get the defense to commit multiple players to the ball. And now we just got to make the right play,
What improvements did you feel like they made after the first quarter, and why do you think there was?
Pardon? Sorry, I missed.
What improvements did you feel like you made after the first quarter, and why was the start kind of?
Yeah, I just didn't like our shot selection to start the game. We fight in the game, trying to take on the teeth of the defense instead of making the easy play. This was a game that maybe should have let the bench win it. They played well. They moved the ball better. At times, got our rhythm going.
We saw Jaden go out and come back in. Was he just nicked up, or what
was just battling illness? Yeah, so.
It seemed like with Torian's first rotation, he was wide open in the corner a lot. Was that just, one of those situations where ball movement, you guys weren't looking to the corner very much on those?
Yeah, I didn't. When he was in there, the ball was super sticky. Just didn't find him. So they, we did a great job on whatever day, Saturday, I guess it was, of making all the right plays. Today, we kind of, like I said, fought the game a little bit, particularly in the beginning, and that's when he was out there. So.
Anderson got that technical foul in between free throws. Have you ever seen something, and do you know why?
I don't know why he got it between free throws. I don't know what he said. I don't know. So. Thanks.
We fought. We laid on the basket for a little minute for us. Start figuring it out. Start making shots. Start working for it. Then at the end, it's battle of the least mistakes, and we kind of made a lot. So.
I couldn't see from the angle Lyle's dunk what happened there. What did you feel like, or what did you see on the floor that allowed that to happen?
Mistake. Just a mistake right there. It was one of them.
18 turnovers for the team as well. Is that taking care of the ball? Like, in terms of just like, it seemed like that has been a season-long issue for you guys in some respects.
Yeah. I mean, we turn the ball over. We're going to turn the ball over at times. Just when we turn them over, become real valuable. I think in overtime we had a few just trying to figure it out. We were all on top of each other, cutting and screening and doing all this. A little bit all over the place. At a vital point in the game, we need to execute. Everything needs to be as tight as possible.
You've been shooting so well, and anything just an off night, or what did you feel?
Yeah. I mean, same shots, trying to put them up, trying to find it. Maybe one hole from
D'Lo, how demoralizing is a loss like this where you guys know you should have won and, let it go?
I mean, you never should win in this league, so it's not demoralizing. But as far as a team that's hungry and they're fighting in the top 4 or 5 in the West, I think we fought hard and, we tried to scrape this one out. And like I said, we made too many mistakes to get the win. But it's a hard-fought game. It didn't go our way this time.
What was off at the start of the game for you guys?
Say that again?
What was off at the start of the game for you guys?
I don't know. I mean, just the NBA, man. Sometimes you don't have an answer or a response for some of the reasons things happen. So it was what it was.
Sacramento went really small in overtime. That's a look that some teams probably will give you guys as the season goes on. Is it good to get a look at that now and figure out the best plan of attack for it?
Sure. I mean, just figuring out the personnel to respond to it.
Jaden had the big shots in New Orleans.
Huge.
He hits the game-tying shot tonight. At least maybe out of this loss, is that something positive that his confidence maybe keeps growing in these situations for you guys?
Yeah. I mean, he's a sponge. Whatever position or experience he gets to take advantage of, I think he will do. And, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully one day we'll see Jaden with some emotion and it'll keep going for him. But with or without the emotion, you can see him adding everything to his game and trying to capitalize on opportunity.
D'Angelo, you guys had Rudy in the dunker spot about as much as you have like all season, not coming up and setting as many screens. What is the difference of that look when he's like kind of playing in that spot? How can you take advantage?
It's a big target down there, big target. Gives you space to operate around the perimeter, get in the lane. It's really a bailout down there. Throw it up at the rim. You're either gonna foul him or he's gonna dunk it. So it's good for our group.
Does James show much emotion in practice or anything?
He shows a lot of emotion when you're not expecting it, but when you're expecting it, he's mute. So not a bad way to be.
Interesting. Before the game, he gets that angry in him, and like that's what kind of you don't see the emotion, but you see like
he gets mad.
the fire.
Yeah, he gets fiery. That's the word. He's fiery, real fiery.
All right, thanks.